So this is Critical Communications World 2022 here in Vienna at the Messe Wien. Now there are many new things, many new developments within the industry. However, what are the keywords, what are the buzzwords of this year's Critical Communications World 2022? Event, lots of stuff is happening. There are so many new releases, press releases, new product, new solutions. Let's figure out exactly what happens at this show. Let's see what new products have been launched over the last weeks and actually today. Did you change anything to make these radios even better?
Oh yes, we did. So we've added some new features and functions to the radios. One of the features we've added is on the repeaters.
Yes.
They now support a second processor, so we can have SIP telephone interconnect or router built into the repeater. So you don't need external equipment to be able to do any of that. We're also just launching a new repeater as a replacement for the RD625, which is going to be a wall mount repeater. We're also doing an IP67 version of that repeater to replace the RD965. So backpack, portable repeater, ideal for emergency, rapid deployment solutions.
All of the changes improve the quality and the communications on those radios, right?
Yes.
That's only, so it's replacement to get improvement.
Correct.
It's an LTE system in one box. It's the core, the application server, the radio and the baseband, and it's for fast deployment.
In how many minutes are you able to set this up completely working?
Maybe 10 minutes.
It sounds so easy. 10 minutes, you just turn it on and you're able to communicate.
So this is the R5, and it does push to talk, voice, video and data. We have a core unit and audio, many different aspects of audio. So this mic, handsets, speaker and microphone. So it's a really versatile solution.
So it's the front end solution and the back end solution, right? So you
Absolutely.
have the device. This goes in the car, right on the front.
Yep.
This one
is the core unit. Yeah, all of the buttons are customizable, so you can program things. This is the SOS button, phone, F1 to F5, the normal volume, push to talk and request to speak. Vantec is our ODM, so they make the core unit for us, and then we've created all the software. We do all the Android app development and the operating system and GMS as well.
And the product is right now available?
Absolutely.
Solution is also being used with a LIFO app, right? Roaming between the networks.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to LIFO. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Okay, see you. Okay, bye-bye. See you. Let's go to LIFO right now. Maurits Zandbergen, and he's got something to tell you, because we have this SIM card that allows you to go from one network to the other network seamlessly, no matter what network you're using. But now you have a new solution. Well, actually, yeah, it's not really a new solution, but it's an upgrade. Can I say that?
Absolutely, Gert-Jan. Yeah.
Okay, so what is it all about?
On the CCW, we are now introducing the Twin SIM solution, meaning two SIMs in one device, meaning the primary SIM is still your home operator SIM card, and the secondary SIM will give you access to all different networks, and the LiFoNet application automatically switches from the primary SIM to the secondary SIM. And as soon we are on the secondary SIM, it is still probing the primary SIM. Is my signal back in shape again? And when it's yes, then it will switch automatically back to the primary SIM. 95% of all the traffic is done on the primary SIM, and just 5% is done on the secondary SIM. Meaning, with the secondary SIM, the data volume is very low, so it's quite a cheap connection. And the switching is very fast, because the switching from one SIM to the other SIM is just below 100 milliseconds. And with the Twin SIM solution, we are introducing mobile redundancy, because there are two SIMs in your device, so the network availability is to the maximum with the Twin SIM solution.
Even more suitable for critical communications, better than ever.
Absolutely, Gert-Jan.
Thanks a lot.
And that's it.
So there is a little booth owned by Valid 8 and they're doing test solutions. You know, testing is a real big thing actually as well.
We've developed a mode we call passive conformance. One of the challenges the industry has is if you want to do conformance testing, you have to disconnect one of the elements in the network and connect the test tool, reconfigure the network and run your conformance tests. What our innovation is we call it passive conformance. What it means is you can tap across the network without disrupting any of the current setup, so it can run on a deployed network. And then we measure the back and forth messaging between the different nodes on the network, and we can isolate one of them and determine whether it passes or fails, whether it complies to the standard. In this case, for mission critical PTT, mission critical video and voice and data, we support all those different standards, as well as P25 and Engine 911. Okay. That's what we do.
This is our first converged TETRA and LTE all-in-one device. So we've got a conventional TETRA radio within here, and we've got the ability to run Android apps at the same time.
Okay,
so
let's take a look.
I've got a little demonstration here. We are actually live streaming some of the cameras that we have on the stand. We've got our Vigilon cameras dotted around. You can probably see us if I was to zoom in and get a little shot of the back of us live. So we can see that.
Exactly. That's
exactly.
There, right?
That's us there, working live. But at the same time, I can push. I'm talking on TETRA. I'm using direct mode. I can go into my TETRA application. I can change channels. I can pull up TETRA messages. So that's all secure. That's normal status messages. All of the secure functionality that you've got built into TETRA, but the ability to do Android at the same time. So it's really key for people who are in kind of critical roles. You know, army officers, team leaders within public safety, who need to be able to talk to their teams, but also use workflow applications, use video messaging, use camera applications, use mapping to be able to see where people are and coordinate response to an incident all in one go. Obviously this is the green version, exactly the same inside, but available in a colour suitable for military users, because that's really where we're getting a lot of interest. Exactly.
If you're from the Netherlands, you probably heard about Abion. That's the company who produces the Lifeline concept. That's a concept of a radio, an app, and a dispatching system. They have developed that just recently. And this is the first time they're exhibiting at Critical Communications World, and the person who's responsible for that, the person who's responsible for everything within Abion, is Bas de Groot. Tell me all about Lifeline. It isn't just a concept, right? You have listened very, very carefully to the end user.
Over the past 25 years, we took a lot of experience in the mission critical market, deploying systems, delivering the TETRA radio systems, and our end users, they challenged us to come up and to develop some solutions based on 4G, 5G, but all with the focus on legacy systems, their current working procedures, and then creating actually a bridge between today's technology, TETRA radios, and tomorrow's technology, 4G, 5G. The question actually was, can you deliver a solution we can use in the field where we are operating in daily business? But looking at daily business, they have their working procedures, they have got their lots of accessories, and all this together they wanted to not just throw away but reuse it. That gave us the need to develop hardware, but also the software which supports that. The software actually, we looked at the existing products, but we couldn't match the demands from our end users with the current software. So we took that challenge, as I already said, and we started with that from scratch. And yeah, we might be a relatively small company, but that also gives us the flexibility to listen to the user requirements and close the gap, and everything matches together as one ecosystem.
Yeah, and actually this is the device, right? This is the hardware.
Yeah.
With the software included.
Yes.
And which is called Lifeline.
Yeah.
And you better watch out for this company, because they have some aspiration to sell this product not only in the Netherlands but outside the Netherlands as well, worldwide, right?
That's why we're here actually in Vienna.
So that was Bas de Groot actually from Lifeline. Let's see who else has got a new solution or a new product. That is the latest and greatest of Sapura on VHF TETRA.
Yep, so that's a hand portable. Obviously you need a complete portfolio, so we've done the mobile as well, as you sat there.
That's this one over here?
Yep, so the SC20, and it is exactly the same as our entire other range of SC20s, just rebranded. So, and it's the same with the mobile. Exactly the same as our other mobiles, just rebanded.
So there was a press release about the SU.
Yes.
What did you guys change on the device?
Right, so we're developing it now. We've now added...
That's the one, right?
That's the one, yeah. We've added a TETRA module in there, which is capable for doing currently DMO, but it's also capable to do TMO. So for people who want to move on to broadband, we have a solution that we can take them forward. So a lot of the countries are not going direct straight away. They're looking at data first, moving on to full MCX capabilities.
Yes, and that's David Villacastel from TPL System. Because you guys are very good in paging, alerting, and you have created something for the American markets.
Exactly.
What is it about?
It's a Sirena controller for mass alerting population. So you connect this controller to the Sirena, but this one is made to alert the Sirena in any way, in any circumstance. And we have included a multi-protocol Sirena controller. So you can alert the Sirena through P25 radio.
Yeah, because that's a standard in the United States, right?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly. But if they have a problem with the P25 network, we can alert in VHF analog 2 ton or POXAG or analog 5 ton, or in UHF, or in 4G LTE.
And that's this one over there, probably, right?
This one, exactly, with the SIM card on the top. So with the SIM card and the 4G LTE, you can also manage all these controllers. You can know if they have power supply, if the Sirena is on or off, etc., etc. And for the European market, we can connect this controller through TETRA with a PI interface with this connector, or with TETRA, because we win also the renewal of all the Sirena in France for the French government.
Is it already available right now? It's not a prototype anymore?
No, it's not a prototype, and we have already sell, and they are already in the field in US.
If you think that's all, there's one more. That's really one more exhibitor that I wanted to visit here during Critical Communications World 2022 in Vienna, and that's Leonardo. And as you know, Leonardo is leading in railway communications. So, Angelo Benvenuto, the next step for railway communications, but you got two other solutions as well developed, right?
Yeah. In fact, we have our new TETRA base station, entirely based on software-defined radio concepting, new flexible and modular platform. We have some other functionality to our command and control platform, adding cooperative. That's one.
That's one we covered last time, right?
Exactly, that's correct. The name is X2030, but we added some cooperative collaboration function between the control room and on-field officer, just to increase the effectiveness of the solution.
Okay.
And also some cyber application as well. But however, let's talk about FRMCS.
Yeah, that's the most important thing if we talk about railway communications, right?
At least
the new standard.
At least it is the most innovative, because railway network is being evolving, and so they are thinking a possible replacement of GSMR that will happen in some years. A new concept that will take advantage of existing network, using also broadband, 5G, satellite, and so a new concept that instead of having a dedicated network, we'll take available network with application on top of them that will be implementing services. And taking advantage of our award-winning MCX platform, we implemented a lot of railway function according to the future rail mobile communication system, provide safety-critical, vital services, as well as non-vital ancillary services on the same platform, with a specialized graphical user interface, completely standard Synalec for safety-critical application, and give the possibility to train to interact each other, to train driver to interact with personnel along the line or on the train, and to interact of trains between the control room. That is the solution that we provide to integrators and to manufacturers of complex signaling application.
Okay. So that was Angelo Benvenuto, but there's something else, and he was not aware that I saw that, because they won an ICCA award. the best MCX solutions of the year. Congratulations to Leonardo. All right, so Airbus is closing CCW 2022 with a bang, with a picture of the whole crew and with champagne, of course. I think it's time to think about all of the developments in our industry. I think it's time to think about the future of critical communications. What will bring the future? What kind of technologies? What kind of solutions? What kind of add-ons? What kind of changes will that bring? We have seen so many new things, and I'm looking forward to Critical Communications 2023 in Helsinki. Let me take a glass of champagne at the Airbus booth, and let's call it a day.